The Lakers are standing at a turning point, and it all comes down to what they decide to do with Austin Reaves. He's not the biggest name on the team, but his future could shape theirs. When a player shows flashes of real promise, you have to think twice before letting him go. Reaves might not be a superstar yet, but he's shown enough to make people wonder what he could become with more time and trust. This is the kind of move that teams often regret. We've seen it before. Players leave, get more freedom, and suddenly they're putting up numbers no one expected. Nobody wants to be the team that gave up on someone right before they broke out. Reaves is in that exact spot right now. The question is, do the Lakers see it, or are they ready to risk watching him thrive in another jersey? It's not just about one player, it's about what he represents. Moving on from Reaves doesn't just free up a roster spot, it says something about how the team sees its future, its direction, and the kind of identity they're building. If they get this wrong, it could set them back more than they realize. For daily updates, breaking news, and all the key moves happening around the league, make sure to like this video, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a single update this offseason. We've seen it too many times. Teams let go of a player thinking they've seen all there is to see, only to watch that same player blow up somewhere else. Think back to when the Thunder traded James Harden. He went from a solid role player to a superstar almost overnight once he landed in Houston. That kind of mistake sticks with a franchise for years. It's a lesson that still matters today, especially when you're talking about someone like Austin Reaves. Another example is Jalen Brunson. In Dallas, he was good, sometimes even great, but when he got his chance in New York, he took over. He became the guy, and suddenly people started to realize just how much he could actually do when he wasn't playing in someone else's shadow. Teams that hold players back often don't realize their full value until it's too late. And once that player finds the right role on a new team, there's no going back. That's why this isn't just about Reaves' numbers today. It's about what he could do tomorrow if given the right situation. It's not far-fetched to think he could follow a similar path. He's got the skill, the mindset, and the work ethic. If the Lakers let him walk, they might be handing another team their next breakout star without even realizing it. When LeBron James wasn't on the floor, Austin Reaves stepped up in a big way. In games without LeBron, Reaves averaged nearly 28 points, over 8 assists, and almost 7 rebounds. Those aren't just decent numbers, they're the kind of stats you expect from a lead player, and he didn't just put up points, he did it efficiently, shooting nearly 50% from the field and over 42% from 3. That's the type of production that should turn heads. It wasn't just about his personal stats either. The Lakers actually played better as a team when he was on the court. According to advanced tracking, the offense improved by almost 6 points per 100 possessions whenever Reaves was out there. That's a big jump, and it shows how much of a difference he can make without needing the spotlight or forcing the game. These kinds of performances aren't flukes. Reaves has shown that when he gets more responsibility, he doesn't just survive, he produces at a high level. This isn't someone who needs to hide behind stars. He can carry his share of the load, and the Lakers should be paying close attention to that before making any major decisions. During the playoff series against the Timberwolves, Austin Reaves didn't look like the same player we saw in the regular season, but the issue wasn't effort. It was how he was being used. Most of the time, he was just standing in the corner waiting for something to happen. When the ball did come his way, it was often in tough spots where he had to force a shot or make something out of nothing. That's not how you get the best out of a guy like Reaves. Reaves is the kind of player who thrives when he's in rhythm. He needs touches, movement, and a system that lets him create. In that series, the Lakers offense didn't give him any of that. It was slow, predictable, and lacked structure. When a player who depends on flow gets frozen out of the game plan, their performance is going to dip. It's not rocket science. Still, Reaves isn't completely off the hook. He missed some shots he usually makes, and a few of his decisions weren't the smartest, but even then, it felt like he was trying to do too much with too little. Instead of putting him in position to succeed, the team's setup made it harder. Blaming Reaves alone for that series is missing the bigger picture. Some fans have been quick to call out Austin Reaves for his defense, saying it's a weak spot in his game, but the numbers don't back that up. When he's on the floor, the defense doesn't fall apart. In fact, in past seasons, the Lakers have actually defended better with him in the lineup. He's not a lockdown defender, but he's solid, smart, and holds his ground more than people give him credit for. On top of that, Reaves was playing through a painful toe injury during the playoffs, something serious enough to sideline most players for weeks. But he pushed through it, even avoiding walking on off days just to be able to play. That kind of effort shouldn't be ignored. It's easy to judge a player without knowing the full story, but in Reaves' case, his performance deserves more understanding. Austin Reaves keeps showing up in trade talks, mostly because the Lakers need help in the front court, but moving him just to fill one need could create another. Reaves is on a very team-friendly contract, 4 years for $56 million, which is a bargain compared to what other similar or even less productive players are getting paid around the league. If the Lakers trade Reaves, they'll have to replace everything he brings: scoring, playmaking, and energy. That's not easy, especially on a budget. Letting go of a guy who's outperforming his deal just to patch another hole doesn't sound like smart planning. It's not about refusing to make moves. It's about making the right ones. Austin Reaves may love playing in Los Angeles, but loyalty only goes so far in the NBA. He's expected to decline his player option for the 2026 to 2027 season and could be looking at a deal worth around $30 million a year. The problem? The most the Lakers can offer right now is just under $20 million per season, far below what he's likely to get on the open market. No matter how much Reaves enjoys being a Laker, at some point business takes over. We've seen it time and time again. Teams prioritize money and flexibility over loyalty, and players do the same when the numbers don't match. If the Lakers want to keep him long term, they'll have to find a way to make the financial side work, or risk losing him to someone who will. Instead of trading Reaves to fix their front court, the Lakers could look at the upcoming draft. This year's class is full of athletic big men who can protect the rim and run the floor. Exactly the kind of player the Lakers need next to their stars. Finding a solid center through the draft could fill the gap without giving up one of their most reliable guards. On top of that, the pressure Reaves is facing isn't unusual. It's part of playing for the Lakers. The spotlight is always bright and criticism comes fast. His agent recently made it clear that Reaves is ready to prove himself again, and the constant trade rumors have only added fuel to that fire. If he stays, don't be surprised if next season turns into his strongest yet. If you care about smart Lakers talk, hit subscribe and stay locked in.